There are over 600 legendary creatures and planeswalkers on Magic the Gathering Arena, and I am so crazy that I want to play them all in the Historic Brawl format. Some will be bad, some will be combo-tastic, some will be synergistic, and some will be tribalistic. Come on this journey with me as I attempt to play every single legendary creature in the MTG Arena Historic Brawl format. One last thing. I will let fate decide which deck I play. So all the cards will be put into a random number generator where we will decide which creature or planeswalker we will play in our deck. So let's make our way. Alright, hello and welcome back to another Mr. Pisto Plays Magic the Gathering Arena Brawl deck tech and gameplay session in our journey to playing every legendary creature and planeswalker in Historic Brawl. We're adding some new ones as the Brothers War comes into play, and I'm sorry I'm not bringing out videos as quickly as I maybe should be. Life just kind of does that to you when you're an educator, and this is just kind of my part-time passion project. So Torgaar Famine Incarnate was our last randomization in deck number 15. It is an 8 mana 7/6, and as an additional cost to cast the spell, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each creature sacrificed this way. And when it enters the battlefield, up to one target player's life total becomes half their life total starting rounded down. So this puts them at 12. And you don't want to do it if they're below that, because then they gain the life back. It's a 7/6 for 2 mana in this deck, and the object of the game is to get them by half, and then by sacrificing one of our many 1-drop creatures, or 2-drop creatures that create something when they die, or like create more than one creature like Lazotep Reaver and Jadar Ghoulcaller. And after that, we're trying to kind of drain them out. Blood Artist, Bastion of Remembrance, Sanguine Brushstroke gives us a Blood Artist, a Falconwrath Noble, and the Meathook Massacre all drain your opponent when your stuff dies. Then we have the Weatherlight Completed. This, as you sacrifice creatures and as creatures die, it eventually becomes a 5/5 flyer. And Shieldred the Apocalypse also is another great win condition after we've cast Torgaar and drain them for a bunch. The deck is lots of fun. It's a great way to get your play X amount of creatures dailies, or your black daily, as the games go quite quick. So let's get into a few games. Thank you, Jimmy Colorado. As you can see, Torgaar Jimmy, he kind of helped put this version of the deck together. After we're done, we'll look at another potential version that goes a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's get into a few games here. All right. This looks like a semi-keepable hand. We got a removal spell. We have a Death's Payoff. We have some early stuff. One of our potential finishers. We decided to play with the Fox. We'll start with the Culton script. If we draw a second 1-drop, I'm probably going to go Eye Twitch plus 1-drop. If we don't draw a second Black Source, I mean, I guess we do this and this, and attack. This can help us find a Black Source. What is this? When Broad Sun, all lands lose abilities except... Well, I'm totally fine with that. Not the land I wanted, but it's a land. Alright, so we can go Woe Strider. Alright, so we can go... Unfortunately, because this... I can pay 1 life. So I can do this. 1, 2, 3. Auto pay. Let's discard this one. Alright, there's a land. That's good. Right, we'll see what kind of removal they have. I'm sure playing these colors they do. Sheldred might be able to just drain them out. Combination of like Sheldred plus Falcon Wrath plus Woe Strider. Interesting. Sure. I think it's done its job for this game. Alright, that's another land. Although that can bring four things back, right? So this return from your graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards. If I do, I can do this. This. For 1. I can only do 1. Ah. But then I want to play this as a land then. And then I think I want to get Sheldred down. That's a must answer now. Okay. Okay. That's not the land we wanted. Show me your secrets. They are literally mana. So we're gonna do this. And we can... Oh, it's only on my turn, right? Only if non-skeleton creature died under your control. Sure. Alright, do you have an answer to Sheldred? You don't. GG, good games. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play this one just in case. No attacks. End the turn. Bada bing, bada boom, we did it. All right, on to game number 2. All right, we got 1 drop. This is kind of awkward for mana. We have 2 1-drops. Yeah, we can keep this. This is a nice card advantage. This is an awkward land to have, but these both come into play tapped, so doesn't really matter which one we play. So this is Yarrok Desscrated. The lifelink here is going to be a problem. This is good for us here. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. We have the bone shards here to help us get rid of that. We will discard our Skyclave Shade. I could cast this right now. Right? Wait, hold up. Yeah, like, I don't, it says I can, but I can't. Weird. Right, well, I think what we're going to do is we'll just get this down. And we're not going to attack right now. Next turn, I'll be able to cast it. Oh, this could have been a potential card, giving us 2 creatures. It does cost 3, though. Sure. Okay. Now we can go... We do this. Does that seem like a little excessive to sacrifice everything? Kinda feels that way. Maybe we just get down this. Because we want... Yeah, we're gonna do this. Maybe this is a bit too non-aggressive, but
let's make this snappy. I don't try anything cheeky now.
Alright, so I can do this. Do this, we're gonna do this. From the spellbook, when it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. Let's take the discard one.
Curses on you.
So now I can sacrifice this. That's this. Make them discard. This one. We'll attack, sure, put a counter on it. We could double block. Or just chump. Okay, Gonti. Okay, so this is an extra. 1, 2, 3. I want guess this one. And then I want what does this do? This one. Let's go big. Right, double blocking time. And we're gonna end the turn there. Here comes Yarrok. You get the scry too. So if we can get to a fairly, what do we need? 2 more mana? Alright, so we can do this. Plus this. Sacrifice this. Kill that. And take this. And we get to pick. I guess it has to be this one. And Hulk Smash. Make this spell crafter or spell specialist bigger. Right. So at this point, we're done with the sacrificial stuff. Right, there's one more land. Do I really want to sacrifice my whole board? Not really. We're just gonna keep it at that. One more land and we get to cast this Cruel Reality. Unless they make us discard, obviously. Okay. That sucks. Now I think we're in somewhat of a precarious place. I kind of have to block there. If they have something, they have something. Guess I could have stopped them from gaining life. I could have sacrificed it. We do this. Fine. 1, 2. Still do a little bit of damage to you there. Okay, we're probably dead with this. All right, got one more draw step, and then it is game, set, match. On to the next one. Boom. All right, 1, 2, 1, boom. Keep. With a destruction spell. Up against Raiyuu Storm's Edge. Let's first run out the Sanitarium Skeleton. So this is a 4 mana 3/3 first strike. Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, untap it. If it's the first combat on your turn, there's an additional combat phase after this one. So this is an aggro deck through and through. We can go discordant. This attack is kind of irrelevant, but we'll still do it anyways. So we have a turn 3 Torgaar against... They could have... like mono white has a lot of removal that can deal with Torgaar. But if they don't, this could be a quick game. Or we could just lose. That's the other thing with Torgaar. Double spell. Okay. Guess we go Ghost Strider. Show our dominance. We're gonna scry at the end of their turn so we don't forget. Sure, that's annoying. All the removal. Dark Ritual. Sure, why not? Bye-bye. Alright, so if I do a Dark Ritual, I can do X's 3. That seems pretty good. Right? You can do this one, this one, this one. Auto pay. That's pretty solid. And that'll do it. All right, on to the last game. We got one more left here. Let's do it. All right, 5 colored dragons. We got our 1, 2, 3. We'll keep. We're gonna go first. Tiamat is a 7 mana big boy. 7 mana, 7/7. And when it enters the battlefield, you can search up to 5 base or 5. I didn't. Ooh, I almost thought I missed this. Show our dominance with our little froggy. So when it enters the battlefield, you can search up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat, and each have different names. Reveal them, put them on into your hand, and then shuffle. All right, here we go. Five color usually has a boatload of removal, so we'll see if this lasts. Or is this a scoop? We got two. They're on a 2-turn clock here. So we'll see. Maybe they're going to Sulti McSulterson. So if they do have removal, we have a Ghost Rider to add more. Also dig through our deck. Warlock class can help us draw a card. The bottom part here is quite cute. Whether or not we can actually get the 7 mana is one thing. But I think we got a Sulti McSulterson going on here, and beating 5 color like this always feels quite good. Or they just missed their lands. Right, so we're going to... Do I want to spread myself? Let's do... this just in case. And we'll do this. This way, if they do blow things up, we have something from here. But I do think they just are gonna sit there and wait. Let us think about what we've done. You can think about the 5 colors that you're playing, or maybe not. They just not have the. They're just going to. Kaboom! Got there. All right, let's talk about the deck. we'll go look at a bigger version, and then we'll do that randomized thing. Let's do it. All right, Torgaar. We got two different versions of the deck. The one I played is right here, Mr. Jimmy Colorado's big inspiration. The other one that I was brewing, and it kind of fell to the wayside, was this one here. Not nearly as many ones, not nearly as many. I had quite a few of the twos. I was playing a little more of a discard kind of dealio here, with cards like the Beetle and the Disciple, the Rat, the Black Cat. So like you could play a more control-y, discard-y kind of thing, and then cast Torgaar for probably 4 rather than 2, which is probably okay, and then play more of a top end with like the Hourglass Coven, Blood on the Snow, Junji, Tergrid, because they're doing a bunch of discard. But I didn't go with this one because it was not nearly as consistent as let's see if the save as this one. The deck we played here today. Like 1s and 2s, 1 and 2 drop tribal. Torgaar just eating them all up and bringing them down, and then the we saw Shieldred finish off a game. We saw Agadeem's Awakening for X's 3 bring back stuff and someone say, I'm done. We did see one of the crux of the deck, which is playing against life gain. Even though Yarrok only has a little bit of life gain, just the fact that it can gain any amount of life can just foil this plan entirely, which is where the bigger deck is probably better suited up against. So it's matchup dependent, but it's a hell of a lot of fun to play, and I hope you virtually sleeve this up and take it for a spin. So thanks again, Jimmy Colorado, for all the support through Patreon, and also by supporting by brewing. I don't have nearly as much time these days to brew as I usually did, so having extra people, Patreon, link in the description below. You want to help put your 2 cents into these decks, that would be fantastic. All right, thanks for watching. Let's do the randomize, and then we will be on our merry way. All right, we added the Brothers War legendary creatures into our picker here, so we're back up over 700. I know this seems like an impossible task, but hopefully the next few weeks I'll be getting some more help at work, and I won't feel so stressed out, and I won't feel so like I need to do so much. So we're gonna spin this wheel. We're gonna get a random legendary creature from the 725 that are left, and we get Heliod Suncrowned. I love this. Is a fun one. 3 mana 5/5 indestructible. As long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod isn't a creature. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control, and you can pay a white and a colorless. I believe it is so small. Another target creature gains lifelink until the end of turn. Mono white life gain shenanigans. This is going to be a fun one. I have a deck built around this a long time ago when Born of the Gods was a standard set. It's no longer any good. You might want to go check it out. It'll be somewhere, maybe the description, maybe up top, way back in the day. So let's go build this deck, and we'll see you in some time. All right, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. From Mr. Pisto to you. Thank you, Jimmy Colorado. Everybody else and yourself, stay safe. Mr. Pisto to you. Bye for now.